Hello guys, so welcome to the next video. In this video, we are discussing caching. We already had seen DB pulling and what the problem when we have a lot of the queries on the database, then we have a lot of connection requests to the database, and we can just give 10 size of the pool. So at the moment, 10 requests can be connected with your database and able to fulfill your request fastly, and other requests are waiting in your waiting queue. Okay, so to enhance your performance of the application, we have to use something called Redis or some caching services. Okay, so Redis is one of the caching services. Or what exactly caches do when we hit our database? So it will instead of hitting to the directly to the database, it hits the cache, and if data is found into the cache, then it will be returning to us. Okay, so let's see. Uh, if I could take some pen. Okay, so leave it. So when we request data, okay, so it will go to the cache, and if data is in the cache, then it will return from the cache. If it is not, then it will query the database. So the load on the database will be reduced. So kinds of how we cache up the application we can do in different ways. So if you like, we have different properties. One is write through caches, and one is write back caches, and other is write around caches. You remember these things? Okay, and I will be telling you what are these things. So write through cache is important, where you want the data to be consistent. Okay, and it is used for the like read heavy systems, and the consistency of data is too much important. Okay, so let me go to the first example and will tell you. So write through cache is like if you make some request or if you like to write something into DB, it will be like hit your cache and write those data into the cache, and as well as in the database. So there are the pros and cons as well. So one cons could be like we are doing two operations, so the performance may degrade. Okay, but yeah, consistency will be more, because once the write part is like taking time, but read part will not take time because it will directly retrieve from your cache. Okay, so there could be some pros and cons as well. So you just Google it, pros and cons of write through cache. Okay, write through cache. Okay. So it will be listing out all the I guess there. So the other pro of data consistency is there, data reliability is there, fast subsequent read, because see, now the data will be read from your caches, not from the database. So the fast read would be very fast, suitable for critical data. It is like very suitable because see, we are doing the both the update at the same time. Okay, so it is like good for the banking systems or financial based system, but it's not good if you want like high write latency, because we are writing at the two database. One is like RAM, cache is like a RAM, so it will be giving you data very fastly. Okay, and you can read about it. Okay, now I will be going to the write back cases. So in write back cases, we will be like, first we write in the cache, and asynchronously it will be written into database. So the problem is here, let's say if we have written something here and the data do not able to save into the database, then we can lose this database data. So these are the cons of the this write back cache. Okay, and one more is there, that is called write around caches. Okay, so these are like heavily used. I had also used it. So in this in this write around, we have we have server and in between we cache, and in that we have DB. Okay, so once we request come to the cache, if the data is in the cache, then it will return the data. So there will be cache hit, and if if there is no data in the cache, it will query from the DB and then give you the data. Okay, and once you get the data, it will save into your cache. And now again, if we hit the same request, then it will be cache it, and you will getting data from the cache, not from the your DB. So I could show you one more example on it, which is very real example. I have used it, and yeah, it will reduce a very much load, and based on your application and what consistency you want in the application, you can choose any of it. Okay, so for read heavy systems, we mostly use write through caches, but let's say we don't want the write heavy we do not want to make the performance of the application write performance of the application to reduce, then we use write around caches. Okay, and there are the pros and cons of all these methods, so you can google it and know it before applying. And I will be showing one example of write around cases that I had implemented. Okay, so yeah, here you see I have one get profile API. So we had created one cache key, and it is creating key something like that. I am using Redis here. Okay, so if data is in the cache, then it will be retrieving from the cache. Here is the load. If we have some Redis instances, then we are reading the data from the cache, and then appending to the result in JSON format. Okay, and if there is no result, okay, so then we will be querying our database. Okay, and if there is no data, then we will showing the error. Otherwise we have to set. Okay, so here we are setting the key. Okay, and once we have some like first time it will be query from the DB, but next time it will be taking from the your caches, and it will be valid for 1 hour. So there is one important concept here also. This is called cache invalidation. So for how long you want to store your data into the cache. Let's say if you saved something into your cache, and same data will be updated into DB, but cache is not get updated. So these are the problems. So we have to think about the cache and invalidation. There are some algorithm for cache and invalidation. So you can read it about it. I think this is all about in today video short, and if you want more about it, you can comment it down. I will be like replying there. Okay, and yeah, thank you.